My beloved child, there are moments in life that feel ordinary on the surface, yet deep within them lies something that changes everything. This may be one of those moments. Before you continue, do not skip. Stay with me until the end, because something powerful is about to unfold in this message. Perhaps you clicked on this video for a reason you cannot explain. Perhaps your heart has been searching for clarity, peace, direction, or simply a sign that you are not walking this journey alone. Whatever brought you here, take a slow breath and allow yourself to listen carefully. Have you ever felt as though something was trying to get your attention? Not through noise, not through fear, but through quiet moments that seem impossible to ignore. A thought that keeps returning. A memory that suddenly appears. A feeling that there is more happening behind the scenes than you can currently see. Many people dismiss these moments. They rush past them. They scroll away. They tell themselves it means nothing. But what if some moments deserve a second look? What if some moments are invitations rather than interruptions? Today, I want to speak to the part of you that has been carrying questions. The part that wonders whether your prayers have been heard. The part that wonders whether heaven is aware of every tear, every effort, every silent battle you have faced. Because there is something remarkable you need to remember. You have never been forgotten. Not for a single day. Not for a single moment. Even when life became confusing. Even when doors closed. Even when answers seemed delayed. You were never abandoned. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There are seasons when people feel distant from their purpose. They wake up, follow routines, handle responsibilities, and move through life wondering why their heart still longs for something greater. If that sounds familiar, listen closely. Sometimes the greatest breakthrough begins long before it becomes visible. Sometimes the answer starts moving before you ever recognize it. While you were focusing on what was missing, important things may have been quietly developing in ways you could not yet understand. Think about a seed planted beneath the ground. From the surface, nothing appears to be happening. Days pass. Weeks pass. Yet beneath the soil, growth is taking place. Roots are forming. Strength is building. Preparation is happening. In the same way, there may be areas of your life where progress is already unfolding even though you cannot yet see the full picture. The story is moving forward even when the chapter feels still. This is why you must not allow disappointment to become your final conclusion. What you see today is not necessarily the finished result. There are pages you have not read yet. There are opportunities you have not encountered yet. There are blessings you cannot currently imagine. The future is larger than the challenges standing in front of you right now. And here is something that many people overlook. Guidance does not always arrive in dramatic ways. Sometimes it arrives through wisdom. Sometimes through a conversation. Sometimes through a moment of reflection. Sometimes through a sudden realization that changes how you view your entire situation. The people who recognize these moments often discover that what seemed ordinary was actually extraordinary. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Imagine looking back 1 year from now. Imagine realizing that this season was not the end of your story but the beginning of a completely new chapter. Imagine discovering that the struggles you thought would break you were actually preparing you. Imagine understanding that every challenge developed strength, patience, resilience, and wisdom that could not have been gained any other way. What feels heavy today may one day become evidence of how far you have come. You are stronger than you realize. You have survived days that once seemed impossible. You have overcome obstacles that others never even knew about. You have carried responsibilities, faced uncertainties, and continued moving forward when giving up would have been easier. Never underestimate what has already been placed within you. There is courage inside you. There is purpose inside you. There is potential inside you. Yet this message is not only about endurance. It is also about expectation. Too many people expect disappointment because disappointment has become familiar. They expect closed doors because they have seen them before. They expect setbacks because setbacks have visited them repeatedly. But what happens when you begin expecting good things again? What happens when you remember that tomorrow has not been written yet? What happens when hope becomes stronger than fear? The truth is that possibilities still exist. New beginnings still exist. Meaningful connections still exist. Unexpected opportunities still exist. The story is not over. The final page has not been reached. There is more ahead than what is behind. As you continue listening, I want you to think about one area of your life where you need clarity. Hold that thought in your mind. Don't force an answer. Simply reflect. What have you been seeking? What have you been praying about? What have you been hoping would change? Keep that question close because what comes next may speak directly to it in a way you do not expect. Sometimes the greatest transformation begins when a person becomes willing to listen. Not just to the noise around them, but to the wisdom that speaks within moments of stillness. In a world filled with distractions, listening has become a rare skill. Yet some of life's most important insights are discovered by those who pause long enough to hear them. So remain here. Stay with this message. Do not rush ahead. Do not skip. There is still more to uncover, more to understand, and more to receive. The next part of this journey will reveal something deeper, something that may help you see your situation from an entirely new perspective. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. A remarkable truth is beginning to unfold, and if you have stayed this far, then listen carefully. Do not skip this moment. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you. There are messages that people hear with their ears, and there are messages that people recognize with their hearts. This part of the journey is about the second kind. It is about the quiet realization that your life may be more meaningful than you have allowed yourself to believe. For a long time, you may have been focused on what has not happened yet. The opportunity that did not arrive. The answer that did not come when expected. The breakthrough that seemed delayed. But what if your attention has been fixed on the wrong side of the story? What if, while you were watching one door, several others were already beginning to open? What if the reason you feel restless is not because you are lost, but because you are standing on the edge of a new season that has not fully revealed itself yet. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is a reason certain thoughts keep returning to your mind. There is a reason some dreams refuse to disappear. There is a reason certain hopes continue to live within you even after disappointments try to convince you to let them go. Deep inside, a part of you knows that your story is not finished. A part of you knows there is still more to discover, more to accomplish, and more to become. Think about how many times life surprised you before. Think about the moments you never expected. The people who appeared unexpectedly. The opportunities that arrived without warning. The answers that came from places you never considered. Life has a way of creating possibilities that seem invisible until the exact moment they arrive. That is why you cannot judge tomorrow by today's circumstances. Tomorrow has its own surprises waiting. Right now, there are people watching this message who feel overlooked. They feel as if their efforts have gone unnoticed. They feel as if they have been waiting longer than everyone else. But listen closely. Delayed does not mean forgotten. Preparation often takes place in silence. The greatest foundations are built before anyone sees the finished result. What appears to be waiting may actually be preparation. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Imagine discovering that some of the obstacles you faced were not there to stop you but to strengthen you. Imagine realizing that the challenge you wished would disappear actually taught you lessons that became valuable later. Imagine understanding that every difficult chapter added wisdom, resilience, and character that could not have been gained any other way. Suddenly the entire story begins to look different. And here is where many people miss something important. They spend so much time searching for signs outside themselves that they forget to recognize the growth happening within themselves. Compare who you are today with who you were before. Look at the strength you have gained. Look at the understanding you have developed. Look at the challenges you survived. You are not the same person you used to be. You have grown in ways you may not even realize. There is something powerful about reaching a moment where you stop measuring your future by your fears. Fear always tries to predict limitations. Hope always sees possibilities. Fear focuses on what could go wrong. Hope focuses on what could go right. The direction of your attention often shapes the direction of your life. This is why this message matters. It is reminding you not to give up too soon. It is reminding you not to close the book while chapters remain unread. It is reminding you not to walk away from possibilities simply because they have not appeared yet. The story is still moving. The journey is still unfolding. The next chapter may be closer than you think. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now pause for a moment and think about the one thing you have wanted most. Not the thing others expect from you. Not the thing people told you to pursue. Think about the desire that genuinely matters to your heart. Hold it there for a moment. Do not rush. Simply reflect. What if the reason that desire remains alive is because it still has a purpose in your story? What if it remains because your journey toward it is teaching you something important? What if every step, every delay, every lesson, and every unexpected turn has been shaping you into the person capable of receiving what comes next? Many people quit just before their breakthrough. Many people stop believing just before the answer arrives. Many people turn around moments before seeing the view from the mountain they have been climbing. Do not become one of those people. Continue moving forward. Continue growing. Continue expecting good things. There is a difference between waiting passively and waiting expectantly. Passive waiting assumes nothing will change. Expectant waiting believes something meaningful can happen at any moment. One mindset drains energy. The other creates anticipation. One sees obstacles. The other sees opportunities. Choose expectation. Because here is a surprising truth. Some of the greatest moments in life arrive when people least expect them. They arrive during ordinary days. They arrive during routine weeks. They arrive when people are simply continuing forward without realizing that everything is about to change. That is why you must remain open. That is why you must remain hopeful. That is why you must continue believing that the best chapters may still be ahead. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As this part comes to a close, remember this carefully. You are not defined by your setbacks. You are not defined by your delays. You are not defined by your doubts. You are defined by your willingness to continue. You are defined by your courage to keep going. You are defined by the hope that remains alive even when circumstances try to convince you otherwise. The next part will go even deeper. It will explore the moments that people often overlook, the hidden opportunities that pass unnoticed, and the powerful shift that happens when someone finally begins to see their journey through a new perspective. So remain here. Keep listening. Keep believing. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Because something huge is waiting for you, and the most important part of this message is still ahead. There is a moment that changes everything, and for many people, that moment arrives quietly. Not with noise. Not with applause. Not with dramatic signs. It arrives as a realization. A realization that they are far more important than they ever believed. If you are still here listening, do not skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Because what you are about to hear may completely change the way you see your journey. For years, many people search for confirmation that they matter. They search through achievements. They search through recognition. They search through the opinions of others. Yet no amount of approval ever fully satisfies the heart when it forgets its true value. The truth is that your worth was never meant to be measured by temporary circumstances. Your value does not increase when people praise you, and it does not decrease when people overlook you. Your value remains constant because it is deeper than circumstances. Think about that carefully. How many times have you questioned yourself because a situation did not go as planned? How many times have you wondered whether you were moving in the right direction simply because the results were taking longer than expected? How many times have you compared your timeline to someone else's timeline? If that sounds familiar, then listen closely. Comparison steals clarity. Comparison steals peace. Comparison steals gratitude. The moment you stop comparing your path to everyone else's path, you begin to notice how much progress you have actually made. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. There is something remarkable about the season you are living in right now. Even if it does not feel remarkable. Even if it feels ordinary. Even if it feels confusing. One day you may look back and realize that this season was preparing you for opportunities that required a stronger version of yourself. A wiser version. A more patient version. A more confident version. The greatest transformations often happen gradually. People expect life-changing moments to appear overnight, but many of the most powerful changes happen one decision at a time. One lesson at a time. One day at a time. The transformation becomes visible only after enough time has passed for people to see how far they have come. And here is something surprising. The things you thought were holding you back may actually have been building your strength. The waiting taught patience. The uncertainty taught faith. The obstacles taught resilience. The challenges taught wisdom. What felt like resistance may have been preparation. What felt like delay may have been development. Imagine if you could see the full picture right now. Imagine seeing every lesson connected together. Imagine understanding why certain doors closed, why certain paths changed, and why certain opportunities took longer to appear. You might discover that many events that once seemed disappointing were actually redirecting you towards something better suited for your future. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Now let us go deeper. There are people listening right now who have almost stopped expecting good surprises. Life taught them to be cautious. Experience taught them to lower expectations. They learned to protect themselves from disappointment by expecting less. But what if expectation itself is one of the things that needs to change? What if you allowed yourself to believe that meaningful opportunities still exist? What if you allowed yourself to believe that your best chapter has not happened yet? Because the truth is simple. Every day contains possibilities that did not exist yesterday. Every morning brings opportunities that were unavailable the day before. Every season creates new chances to grow, connect, learn, and succeed. The future remains unwritten. That means possibility remains alive. Many people spend years looking backward. They replay old mistakes. They revisit old disappointments. They relive old regrets. But the future never opens itself to people who remain trapped in yesterday. Growth begins when you learn from the past without living inside it. Wisdom comes from remembering lessons without carrying unnecessary burdens. That is why this message is so important. It is reminding you that your future deserves your attention more than your regrets do. Your purpose deserves your attention more than your fears do. Your possibilities deserve your attention more than your doubts do. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. Right now, Take a moment and think about everything you have overcome. Think about every challenge that once seemed impossible. Think about every difficult season that eventually passed. Think about every obstacle you survived. You are still here. You are still moving forward. You are still growing. That alone should remind you of how much strength already exists within you. There are qualities inside you that have not fully revealed themselves yet. There is confidence that has not fully awakened yet. There is potential that has not fully emerged yet. There are gifts that have not fully developed yet. Too often people judge themselves based on where they currently stand instead of where they are capable of going. Never underestimate what can happen when someone decides to believe again. Never underestimate what can happen when someone chooses hope over discouragement. Never underestimate what can happen when someone decides that their story is not finished. Because history is filled with examples of people who achieved remarkable things after seasons of uncertainty. They kept moving. They kept learning. They kept believing. Eventually the results appeared. And perhaps that is exactly what you need to hear today. Keep moving. Keep growing. Keep believing. The chapter you are living now is not the final chapter. The page you are reading now is not the final page. There is more ahead. More opportunities. More lessons. More victories. More meaningful moments. Don't skip. Stay till the end. Something huge is waiting for you. As this part draws closer to its conclusion, remember this carefully. You were never meant to live only looking at what is missing. You were meant to notice what is possible. You were meant to recognize how far you have already come. You were meant to understand that every day offers another chance to step closer to the future you hope for. The next part will reveal an even deeper perspective. It will explore the hidden moments that people often overlook, the unexpected ways answers sometimes appear, and the powerful shift that happens when someone begins seeing their life through a lens of purpose instead of limitation. So remain here. Keep listening. Stay till the end. Don't skip. Because something huge is waiting for you, and the most powerful revelation of this journey is still ahead.